Hi, Elf Volunteers. Dana again. This is Earth and Sky Erosion Center 4. You will have your outline. This is called The Whole Story. We're learning about caves. Please read through this because it'll explain exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm going to try and explain that a little bit here too. And then at the beginning, talk about caves and how they're formed. There's some information and flow charts showing and talking about weathering, chemical and physical weathering. And then there are some cave pictures, so you can show them those and talk about those, and then we're going to make our own cave. So in here are a bunch of plates, baby bottles, 4 trays, clay, or 5 bags of clay. I will try and mold them. The clay is molding clay, so it can be kind of hard. The plates are to mold your cave. You can use whichever plate. Have them push it down. They probably won't need all the clay. You're gonna mold it so that it is big enough to go over the sugar cubes. They may need to mold it for a little bit, and that's okay. You can even have them start molding it while you're talking about the caves, if you think that they can focus on molding and do that. As the later groups get it, hopefully this will be like more molded and they'll still be clean. Cleanup is really important here. When you're done with the clay, please keep it in each like colored thing. It's just easier. You're gonna wipe it off, clean it off, just put it under the water to wipe it off, and then dry it off with paper towels. I have some paper towels in here. Use what's in the classroom, and then make sure you shut it all the way so the clay does not dry out, please. So you can do this as a group. You can just do one, or you can do it as there's enough for 4 to be made. So break them into groups of like 2 or 3, probably based on 4 groups, based on the number of kids in your group. So to do it, you'll have them count out 12 sugar cubes. If they're in little boxes like this, if you can really try to keep only 1 box open at a time. So if you need to open a new one, of course open one. But if you don't need to open one, please don't have like 3 of them open, because that just causes more of a mess because the sugar gets everywhere. So you'll take 12. I don't know if I even have 12 in here. So, but what you'll do is I'm just going to use 3 or 6. Do it halfway, but it'll be 3 by 4, and you'll put the sugar cubes on here, kind of in the middle, and have the kids make a rectangle, and then they will use the plate to mold their clay. And what they'll do is they'll take their molded clay and make a cave over the sugar cubes, like this, like so. So mine are kind of falling out because I'm trying to turn it to show you, and then have them push down the sides. So the cave, they should be able to see this way and this way. And then what you're going to have them do is take the plate. There are extra plates in here, so I think there's 7 plates in here. So they can leave the clay on there, or they can just move the clay. You can have them move all the clay in like 1 plate. They're going to take a plate and turn it over and kind of tilt this up a little bit, like so. And then take a baby bottle, which you'll need to fill these with water beforehand. Now, some of them are a little harder to push. I'll try and have ones that are easier to push in there, and then we'll have extras in the extra bin. But it's going to be tilted like this. I'm just going to show you tilted like this, and the water is going to spray. They're going to squeeze out the water, about 1/3 of a bottle, and the cubes will stay in here because it's not going to be this high. But the cubes in there will disintegrate. So maybe have them do it for like a little bit, and then have them take a flashlight, turn on the flashlight, look in there, and kind of see what's happening on either side. Make sure they can see the sides. So it's up a little bit, like mine is up a little bit, so they can see the sides. So only these sides should be pushed down. And then some of the water, the sugar water, will get down here. So hopefully it'll stay in the tray, but you'll have a tablecloth. I ask that you just wipe it down at the end of your class and dry it off, and then put it back in here. With the flashlights, I put brand new batteries in them, so they should work. I've given you 5, so there is 1 extra. If there's an issue, let me know at mitchellelf@gmail.com, or email me, email me there, or text me And please make sure that they're turned off when you put them away, please, please. And please try and keep everything dry in here so we don't like short out the flashlights. So it's really important that you guys really help with cleaning up, because we want this to be as awesome for the last group as it was for the first group. So please, please, please just take a couple extra minutes, clean it all up, dry it all off, put it all away. And if you need to stop a couple minutes early to do that, have the kids help, just do that. And so, because this one will be messy, because once you take off your clay, there will be sugar on it. So just wash it with water, dry it off, put it in the baggie, and you can have the kids do this, help with it. And then make sure they are zip-locked so they do not dry out, please, please, please. And I think that's it. So just have fun. There are extra supplies. There are extra sugar cubes. I've put quite a few in here for the first couple sessions. There are extra sugar cubes in the extra supply area. If you have questions, feel free to let me know. I do have extra clay, but I'd like to try and like conserve and try and use this for as many classrooms as we can, these ones that are already open. So if you can please, but if they are starting to get really dried out, feel free to just shoot me a text or an email at mitchellelf@gmail.com, or text me on the number, and then I will come and try and like replace them. So I think that's it. I hope you guys have an awesome time with this. It's a lot of fun. My kids really enjoyed it, and it's pretty cool to see how the sugar cubes do that. And if you have extra time, I forgot to say there's a second part of the experiment you can do where you make some of the cubes out of clay and then some of the cubes out of sugar. And then they can kind of observe and see that and how that works. And you can talk about that too. And I'll just make sure you clean up that clay, please. So please try and reuse the clay. Please do not throw it away. Please wipe it off, dry it off, and put it away. So any questions, let me know. I hope you have a good time, and thanks so much.